Babetalk. It's a little bit of a struggle. Oh shit, we're live. So hey, welcome to Base.
Yeah. Uh,
Hey
oh, by
guys,
the
how's
way,
it going?
it's we're pretty chill. Yeah, it's pretty hot out here.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad. Warm weather sounds pretty good.
No, it's not, dude. It's like always humid summer, all 4 seasons.
So no, it's not very.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not. Well, I mean, you're also talking to a kid that's from the East Coast, up in New Jersey. So we get the winter, and we're now
Oh,
approaching
cool.
spring. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's cool, but I mean, like,
Hey, dude, but
I'm definitely. That is
at
true.
least
It's
it's
not raining now.
I mean, you guys get to get like you can wear like pretty nice clothes, decent, nice clothes
without sweating.
without sweating your ass off. You know.
Well,
Always, but
I mean, like, I guess so, but whenever I see like a kid in like a crew sweatshirt, I'm just assuming he's gonna crowd. I might be walking over to a store or into Hot Topic, and if I look at him the wrong way and he's wearing like a Bane pullover or like a Bring Me the Horizon pullover, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna be punched in the face for no reason. Like that's so at least you guys like are spared that. Like we might have cool clothing, but it kind of defines a lifestyle, and I'm afraid to leave my house.
Yeah.
So for those listening to the show right now, we're kind of having technical difficulties. So it's going to be an audio-only podcast. We're very sorry that you're not able to actually watch our beautiful faces, but I'm sure at some point we'll try and rectify that, and we'll go and do video again, and we'll see how that goes. But as of right now, we're just going to do audio. So whatever. It's still an interview. It still works out well. As long as we don't have closed captioning anyway. So if you're blind, then hey, we get to see what you. Oh man, see that's what I get for making jokes. Yeah, this is bad. All right, yep, guys, that was the episode. We're closing it out. But tonight we are talking with Late Night Drive out of Puerto Rico. This is actually really interesting because I haven't had a band out of Puerto Rico just yet. What's up, guys?
Good.
What's happening?
Yeah,
That's
good.
That's really good.
Now we're gonna be speaking with You said it before, and I'm gonna try and say it again because it was a little odd. But Dan?
Yeah, Dan. Fucking.
Dan?
It's like John,
It's like
but Dan.
it's like Dan.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I understand. Now that makes a little bit more sense. So we're speaking with John. We're also speaking with Gilbert, and we're also speaking with Kirby.
Oh
No, it's Fur, like the toy, Furby.
Oh man, Furby. Man, I'm just fucking up all over the place. This is why.
Kirby would be better,
Oh yeah.
but sadly it's
Your
not.
weapon was
At
Kirby.
least Kirby is cuter. Furby's just awful.
Furbies are just terrifying. That is true. So, well, I'm sorry, I didn't pick the name, so I guess I'm gonna have to refer to you as a terrifying toy. I hope you don't, get mad at me. I was instructed.
I promise I'm not that terrifying.
You're kind of.
I
Shut up.
That's gonna be your opening line when you guys play Warped Tour. It's just like, trust me, I'm not that terrifying. Wink.
That's a good one.
It's gonna be perfect. So to kick off the show, we're gonna inform you guys, like we do every show, that the show is brought to you in part by Terminus Tees. Terminus Tees is a awesome website that you can go and get your t-shirts made, your sweatshirts made. They also have a sale going on right now that you can go ahead and order beach hoodies from them by any one of their amazing account specialists that will work alongside you closely to make sure that your merch goes out to the most people possible with a little bit of hand craftsmanship. And they're pretty awesome. $12.99 each when you do a big bundle. Go over to their site, terminustees.com, to find out more information. And you can tell them Babetalk sent you, but really want to do that it doesn't really matter. But go check them out. They're cool. Terminustees.com. So let's officially start off the show by asking our guests how your past. Let's say how was your past month, guys? How was your past month?
It's actually been
Past month.
tranquility.
It's been a lot more relaxing the past few months, that's for sure.
No, but he's like talking about last month.
Well, he's talking about
you can use it any month. You can tell me how your last October was. That's fine by me.
March has been pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it's
But February, on the contrary, was too eventful. So there's kind of a contrast
We kind of
there.
needed that break.
Yeah.
It was too eventful. Now, you can go ahead and explain that if you wish.
Oh yeah. On February was the month that we opened up for Fall Out Boy in the biggest venue on the island.
Needless to
Which
say,
is
that was fucking
insane.
stressful.
Oh yeah, it was fucking stressful, and we fucking hated our faces.
But it was fucking great too. So
Yeah.
worth it in the end. Right?
Yeah, but there was a point where we hated each other.
Okay,
I mean,
so the thing, what he's trying to say is that we practiced we practiced so much during that month. We saw our faces so many times. It was kind of like, okay, guys, you do realize that if we want to make this big, we're gonna live like this. We're gonna see each other all the time. Please, let's not kill ourselves.
Yeah, but we didn't. So I guess we're
I
fine.
think we're good for now. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, you guys came to the realization, like, hey, guys, we're going to see a lot of each other's face. What I do find funny is that you guys are kind of equating it to, like, you know, which I guess when you think about it is the case, like a relationship. It's just like, look, I'm going to have to look at you a lot, get used to me, I'm not leaving anywhere, we're going to make it, all right?
We even have the fights and
Oh yeah.
all the whole thing, the whole drama is
Yeah, it's
It's definitely a relationship.
Yeah.
minus the touching and the
and the sexy.
sexy part does not go into
I
this
mean,
relationship.
I mean, there's a lot of fans that
Gilbert,
want.
just don't do it on not live.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that if you guys end up getting the fans, you'll have, like, fan fiction written about you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's happening
I
already.
think it's happening
I think
already.
it's happening. There's this,
Yes!
they call it
Herbert.
Ferbert.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
fan
my god, that's so good!
They're shipping us both, and it's I don't know what to think about.
yeah.
That is fantastic. I mean, like, if you guys were to open for Fall Out Boy, then they're gonna all like the teeny boppers that beg their parents for money are gonna be like, oh look, we have cute people that are on stage. Oh look, those two look cute. Let's put them together. Ferbert.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and for the record,
Mhm.
our bassist is not here. We have a bassist, and he's working his ass off for the government.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for the government.
for the American government.
Oh, that sounds extreme.
Right.
Oh yeah, he just takes calls for food stamps. That's it. Pretty high class. Pretty class.
I just love how you got, like, so specific with it. Like, you could have said anything or just left it at, like, yeah, he's taking calls, but it'd be like for food stamps. Like, oh,
That's the funny part.
damn, like, put them right on blast. Well, that's fantastic. Well, what do you guys do around the island for recreation? Like, when you guys aren't, like, you know, prepping for huge shows and kind of want to blow off steam and kind of relax for a little bit, what do you guys turn to?
To be honest, we're all just pretty average guys. You know,
We go to a trap house.
we just chill at my place usually. Play guitar. You know,
Play a lot of Call of Duty.
I think that's what we're doing lately.
I think we're pretty. We take it pretty easily most of the time. You know, we're not usually at big events or
But-
parties or getting it hard on. But why?
But we do, like, well, at least Gilbert, he parties like every week.
Yo.
Dude,
Yeah.
like
Gilbert
on
lives that
Tuesdays.
life.
Okay. Okay, there's this place called El Local, which is a bar in where Gilbert lives. And he goes there like a church every fucking Tuesday. Every fucking in there.
No lie though.
No lie.
All right. Okay.
No, like every Tuesday, the club's being turned up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
You already know.
And on Thursdays, he goes to something called Rio Piedras, which is let's call it River Rock. That's the English translation, River Rock.
Pretty literal.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Rio Piedras, there's like the biggest college in our area.
The biggest campus.
Yeah, the biggest
Yes.
campus, and there's like every Thursday there's like a big party going on, and it's
I
been like
would imagine it sounds like a version of what, Thursdays?
basically,
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
So Gilbert turns up in the crew. Now you guys aren't like too much on that party life.
I mean,
I mean, maybe like once a month I join Gilbert.
yeah. But tonight we're joining Gilbert.
Yeah, tonight is one of those nights. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be lit. But I mean, not that much.
For the most part, we don't do anything
Too extreme.
No.
We don't go to
Oh
parties.
well. And you guys like have your priorities set, like you're sitting here with me doing an interview instead of turning up, so I do appreciate that. I mean, it's probably not why I'm not that much of a professional. They would say like, "Hey, can you do an interview on Thursday?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm sorry, I got a beer waiting for me, man. Like I can do it on Friday."
No
So
way,
I appreciate that you guys are taking the time out and speaking with me today.
Great.
It's all great. It's all wonderful. And then you guys can have a beer I'll buy you guys a beer after this interview. How about that?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
you guys are too nice. I would have told you to fuck off because I definitely cannot buy you a beer.
Oh God.
I was gonna elaborate a little bit more on what you asked about last month. How the details about it. Well, pretty much we practiced a lot, and the thing is that the event managers, there was a lot of missing information at first, so we were really we were nervous, and we had no idea what to expect that day at all. Everything was just
really?
like up to the day of the concert. Everything was just like blackness because we had no idea what to expect. And thankfully everything went great. Everything was amazing.
Yeah,
the experience was
super
amazing. The crowd response was much more than we expected. Because we have seen crowds booing the opening act just to see the main act, and we were scared about that. But luckily,
really?
it was not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
Puerto
like,
Ricans we're really harsh persons.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we can be hospitable, but people sometimes are really passionate about things, and if they don't like something, just go away. Let me watch what I came here to watch.
I can feel it. I mean that does make sense. Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
it's a little bit of a different style. Well, I mean, like each kind of like location has different traditions or like different I don't want to say like cultural norms because I doubt that that's an actual cultural norm. Like like someone be like, oh look, it's like Attila. It's like no, get the fuck away. Like we want to see like Of Mice and Men. But like everywhere has their different style.
I mean, it also happens that sometimes producers here make the mistake of putting an opening band that has no influence whatsoever on the main act. It's different genres, and you came to see Metallica, and then you get whatever band that's not like Metallica,
like an indie band or something.
and you're like,
So like Vampire Weekend would just casually come around when.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and then people, los metaleros, the metalheads. I mean, come on, they're like,
they're really passionate about metal here. If you don't like Metallica here, you're pretty much dead.
That's not exactly how it works, but around here, the local scene at least,
he exaggerates.
I'm exaggerating.
Damn. Hardcore. I would never expect that. And granted, I'm not all that much on Puerto Rican cold culture or anything along the lines of that. But the last thing that I think would be like, oh hey, what would you think would be the biggest band out in Puerto Rico? It'd be like, oh fucking Metallica. So that's very interesting.
The island is actually more Americanized than people think.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Like I've been told that there's American people that think that we're naked running around.
Or like I've been asked
without internet.
what currency is. I'm like, yo, I used to say.
Did you guys have internet in Puerto Rico? It's like, dude, this is basically another state. I mean, for the most part.
Basically, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, not
officially.
Politically. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you guys want to sound off on that later, I bet you guys have an opinion about
it. For sure. We'll take
But-
a coffee.
We'll skip on things for now.
You'll skip on the politics? Okay, no problem. That's fine.
He's heated.
He's
Really
getting ready.
Oh boy, you about to do it?
Oh boy, not to do it. Don't do it. So how do you guys feel about Donald Trump? Like, what do you think about him?
Oh,
No way. I'm a supporter of Trump. I love him.
you know, there's actual Puerto Ricans that voted
Oh yeah.
in the fake primaries, whatever they did here. They voted for Trump. They were asked in the news, why did they do it? And they were saying nonsense, just complete. Oh, because he's the man. He's got word.
He's a businessman with money.
I think he would be good for us. Okay, thank you. I mean, what?
Like, people are stupid.
It's so crazy. It's so insane to see people say like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely a great decision." It's like, no, it's actually really not. Like anyone that's we all know the reasons why Donald Trump is ridiculous, but
Oh yeah, we all know.
It's not
yeah.
obvious.
That's a little dick.
Damn, talking about his dick size. But so anyway, we're not here to talk about Donald Trump. I'm sorry, we were gonna get totally sidetracked. We're here to talk about late night drive.
Yeah.
So
Fucking.
a majority of the people that listen to the show are mostly from the East Coast, around maybe like the Philadelphia area. We have a lot of people that tune into the show that are from around the United States, and I don't think that they have all that much of a idea on what goes on in Puerto Rico. So I'm just gonna like kind of preference the interview by saying I'm definitely gonna peer into the Puerto Rican scene a lot. It's something that I'm also not all that much up on. So I mean, we're also of course gonna focus on the band as well.
Okay.
But it was just I just kind of wanted to give that preference just to be like it's a new thing, and the premise of this yeah, I mean, the podcast on itself is all about promoting our communities. I love learning about different communities, and to be honest, if someone were to walk up to me and say like, "Oh, hey, what do you think about the Puerto Rican scene?" I would probably be like, "Oh, like Rihanna's cool," and then like and then I would be completely off. So it's gonna be a learning experience all around. And I kind of wanted to set that off, but to start off initially, let's break it down by yourselves and the band all together. If you can start off by, again, just start stating your names and also the positions in which you guys play, and then a quick intro as to the band's history.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm John. Well, let's say Jan for those who are listening. Jan, just imagine that. I'm Jan, and I play guitar, and I'm a lead singer.
I'm Gilbert. I play lead guitar.
And I'm Christian, and I play drums.
And
Also known as Furby.
Furby, yeah. And Oscar's not here, but he's our bassist. We love him.
Yeah.
And, okay, our band history. Well, it all started back in January 2015. I broke up with my first band, and then I met Oscar. And Oscar, okay, there's here in Puerto Rico, and at least in the scene, no one knew what pop punk was, or they were not really that interested in pop punk. And me and Oscar decided, like, hey, let's make a pop punk project since there's not a good project out. Or wait, this is really hard.
Basically,
I'm trying to translate everything.
in the local scene, there's a lot of
There's
hardcore influences. Not really a lot of punk going around anymore. So, when they were starting this band off, they were obviously just trying to get this sound out into the scene, to revive the sound.
Like,
Okay.
then on May 2015, last year, me and Oscar played our first show with filler band members. These two weren't in it yet. And that show after that, well, Gilbert joined in, and then Furby joined in, and now we're playing.
And it's been
a fucking hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Huh. That's so interesting. And you guys are so fresh too. Like only May 2015.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what kind of shocks us.
Like immediately in the first show, a lot of people was really
I mean, they had a good reaction.
Yeah, they really liked it.
You know, and as a motivator to any growing bands out there, we did the Fall Out Boy thing. The Fall Out Boy thing, we did it with 6 months, but we had been playing for 6 months, and we had only 2 singles,
Out.
and they were made in Jan's house. So
Yeah,
you can actually achieve stuff. People don't realize.
you just need a lot of dedication.
Mm-hmm. That is crazy. That's awesome. Also, if you guys just also want to like speak off in native tongues, like go right ahead. That's perfectly fine. Because you guys also do have a lot of fans that are going to be listening of your own. Because I saw some posts that were being shared that was in Spanish, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Duh.
Oh
Yeah. Que es la que hay, lo que están escuchando de aquí.
Estamos hablando español, cheating ahí. O sea que,
Okay, we're done.
Okay,
ya,
You're done? Okay. I mean, like I won't be able to keep track, but I'm pretty sure like I'll be able to pick up context and I'll interject when needed. So, all right. So you guys had formed a band, like had kind of gotten definitive around May of 2015, but like, where did the initial interest in starting a pop punk band come from, especially when there's not that much of a interest within Puerto Rico on itself?
well, since I was a kid, I always I devoted my life to pop punk. I'm not even kidding. I listened only pop punk, and I didn't knew it was pop punk until like I was 17. It's like, oh, it's called pop punk. Really cool. But I used to listen to a lot of Relient K, a lot of Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy's my favorite band, though. I fucking love them. I used to listen to Simple Plan. What else? Blink. I listened to Good Charlotte. You know, pop punk bands, all pop punk bands. And personally, I always thought that this music could explode here in Puerto Rico because it's really like happy and it pumps the people, and Puerto Rican people like that. And I always wondered, like, what if there's a pop punk band here? Ya que there's not.
So you guys had wanted to kind of like pave the way in an aspect.
Maybe pioneer somehow, you know.
Yeah.
Like trying to make the grounds for new scene to actually appear, you know, and for it to be pretty strong. What better way to maybe make it worldwide and show the other people, like, okay, guys, this is the route. Now just follow it. You know, it can be done.
Like, we're not saying like everyone should be pop punk, but like you can explore different things.
Yeah, for the people that are interested in pop punk, then you know that's the way to go.
Yeah, true.
So, and this is just kind of popped into my head because you were saying that you had realized you listened to pop punk without knowing it. I remember as a kid I used to play skateboarding games, and the first pop punk song I heard without knowing it was pop punk until I was like, you know, maybe 10, 15 years later was No Effects.
Oh God.
Yeah, No Effects Linoleum was the very first pop punk song I ever listened to. Do you guys know what your first pop punk song was?
Oh, I can tell you, it was "Shut Up" by Simple Plan.
Oh man, that's so good.
Man, I think I was going through the same line, like the same. I think it was just My Alien from Simple Plan. I think.
No, my Alien is from. Wait, they have a song.
Plan,
I'm like confundiéndolo con.
My Alien Simple Plan was the first song.
Way back. Like I was 12, I remember. I had a little MP3 and everything.
A little MP3 player, yeah. Like mom was just like, oh, here we go. It's like, yay, I can put 12 songs on here.
But you know what? I was in 7th grade back then when I had those songs, and I was discovering pop punk. I was listening to Green Day. I was listening to I listened to Nickelback a while back. I only had there.
Can you cut that part out, please?
Oh, absolutely not. No, the moment that this interview is over, I'm gonna say like Late Night Drive loves Nickelback. They're actually gonna do a full cover set of Nickelback.
Please do not post that on the Defend Pop Punk group because we're gonna be over there.
Gonna be chased out.
You know who you are, TVPG. We know you're in here,
We know you're in here.
fuckers. Anyways, well, in seventh grade, I used to listen to. I was like introduced to pop punk, and I was a little bit afraid because in my school, where I used to go, I got bullied, and here's the reason why. There was this one time the popular kid came up to me and said, "Hey Jan, can I listen to your MP3 player?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, man, whatever." And I had like a couple of songs of reggaeton, which is like,
Oh yeah.
It's like our version of trap music.
but it's way worse.
I follow reggaeton. What verse, man? What? Please, come on. I'm about it.
Come on.
Reggaeton, dude, it's
You just haven't been hearing it like we have for our whole lives.
yeah, it's really
Okay.
the thing
That
is
is
like
true.
kids, like the kids in my school were used to reggaeton because it was a public school, and when I lent him my MP3, he was like, he heard one of my American songs, which was like Green Day and stuff. He heard one of the bands, and he's like, "Look at this kid! He listens to English music. Let's win and laugh." And yeah,
Traumatized ever since.
I was traumatized. And I remember that night, like taking off my songs, like the pop punk songs, out of my MP3 and putting reggaeton.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah, I wanted to fit in so bad.
That could have been bad.
But hey,
But-
I'm here.
That is true. I'm sorry. I'm kind of recovering. Like that actually took like oh man, like oh. But that's interesting, and like I can definitely tell from the from listening to your songs that the very happy side, well not the happy side, but like the poppier version of pop punk is heavily influenced in your songs. I would say that you guys are fitting in perfectly well with the knuckle pucks, with the
Yes!
Neck Deep, with
Yes,
with Seaway, like you guys fit in totally well within the new age of pop punk, and just hearing the examples that you guys were giving, like Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, they were always on the Blink 182. They were on the poppier side of pop punk, which is interesting.
Yeah. We're actually
So-
glad to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, of course, yeah, and when you guys were talking about culture-wise, with Puerto Rican people liking very upbeat music, very energetic music, pop punk, and the rest of like I wouldn't exactly know what to call it in Puerto Rico. I mean, I can hear it in my mind, but very upbeat, very like dance hallish.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, people love salsa here. They
Oh
love
yeah,
merengue.
they love dancing.
So music and rhythm, especially rhythm, it gets to people. You play a batucada here, which is just what
Drums and
a drum
a bigger drum and a
then
smaller drum
smaller you
and
know,
a trumpet.
just give percussion to people and maybe a small
Mhm.
trumpet, and they'll dance their asses
And
off.
they'll make a party.
They
Yeah.
love it. So
Yeah, they'll bring out pitorro and shit.
you bring heavy rock, and when they listen to it, it's too heavy for their ears. It's like, oh man, what? It's too much distortion. They cannot even understand it.
Yeah.
But then you take punk to the popish side of it, pop punk, and it's a lot easier for them.
It's
And
like an
they
in-between.
and they usually tell you like, oh, I don't understand what I'm listening to, but it's actually pretty cool, and they end up liking it.
So speaking of public reception, what is your guys' local scene like? And like how often do you guys play shows? Are there other bands that you guys are playing with out there? Like how are you guys managing to stay positive on a local level?
Look.
Scene over here is pretty harsh. We're not gonna lie. For the most part, I'd say maybe 60-70% of the scene consists of metal bands, hardcore bands. I think
Deaf.
yeah, just
Deathcore, yeah.
hardcore stuff all around. So when we were starting out, it was definitely a little bit weird fitting in because all of our shows they line us up with heavy bands like deathcore stuff, progressive stuff. So it was definitely weird to adapt to the scene. But I think they took us in well. Like
Yeah, the people we had an amazing response from the locals, and
Which is
Yeah.
uncommon.
Yeah,
It's really
surprised
uncommon.
us. And we're still playing like local shows for sure. We had one 2-3 weeks
Like
ago.
2 weeks ago, we had
Yeah.
one.
We had one.
And we have one in another 2 or 3 weeks. Or so.
Yeah, we like to play a lot.
We really just like playing local shows. You know, seeing our old friends out there, all those local bands. It's not really
It's not that big of a scene.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it's not that
you
big.
get to pretty much know everybody at the shows, all the bands, just know each other. So
Yeah, but
it's pretty cool. It's like a small family.
But the thing is that at least we're bringing new like each time we play, like let's say after Fall Out Boy, we're like seeing new faces around the show, and that's really good because the scene is actually growing.
Exactly.
And there's like new kids going to shows, and we like that. And you said you wanted to know who we play with. Well,
we don't really play with any specific bands. There's definitely a few that if we can grab them, we'll put them in the lineup and have them play after us.
Yeah, there's this band called Basement Royalty. That's another pop punk band.
That's like the only band here that can get like close to what we're doing.
Yeah, there's Basement Royalty. They're really good, and we like to play with Attachment. That's what do they play?
Attachment isn't really punk. They're more of a progressive, and like more like a modern progressive metal. You know.
Okay. All right.
A lot of grooves and stuff.
Oh yeah, and there's Space Corolla.
That's a weird name, but yeah, Space Corolla is
Space
nice.
Corolla is really nice. It's like a math,
technical
math,
something like that.
Yeah, but they're really the dude fucking taps and sings at the same time.
Like, come on,
it's fucking brutal.
Oh man, do I have bands to show you guys later? but it is really cool to see people like that, and it always makes playing shows like that much better when you end up having similar bands to kind of hang out with. Because if you guys, what if I'm hearing it's correct that like it's kind of hard to find a show that will end up fitting your guys' genre kind of like a glove, or kind of like that'll be able to progress you guys on a more advanced level. It's hard. So like when you find friends like, oh, okay, that's awesome, and then like also seeing new kids come out to your shows, that's awesome as well. Because like you guys come from stories like John, you were saying that you were bullied and you were being made fun of your pop punk music, and there might be other kids out there that might be going through the literally same exact culture class of having American music or pop punk music and not really knowing where to fit in, and now you're creating this space for them.
Oh yeah, cause like kids here are really Puerto Rican kids. Let's say like from 7th grade till like 9th grade, they're really harsh, man. Like if you're different, you're fucked.
You can see that everywhere.
Yeah, it's not too different.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty worldwide.
Yeah, little teenagers are all shitheads, so.
Fucking shitheads.
We were all little shits at some point.
We were all little shits. I was an annoying little shit. I wasn't a bully. I was just annoying.
I wasn't never even close to being a bully.
Well, that's good. That's good. You're a friend to all.
Fuck you.
You're gonna go around. You would be the kid that would go around War Tour with like a free hug shirt.
He's like the weird kid.
Damn.
No, I was the weird kid with the CD player going around the corner listening to
Linkin Park.
No, not Linkin Park. My Chemical
I'm sorry. I could just see like in the corner, just like away from everybody, and I'm not laughing at it. I'm sorry. I'm just like picturing it in their head, like kids laughing. And then like, you pull out your Walkman.
I would go hard on Helena on a corner. It was just my thing, and it was good.
I would go like in ninth grade. I would
shadows. You're like, what are you listening to? It's like Breaking the Habit.
Dark as Jerry now.
Like in 9th grade, I will go really, really hard on System of a Down. Like,
System of a Down was the thing for what?
Oh, fuck yes, I remember that era. That was those were beautiful ages.
I was done with the sadness, and I was now angry at the government.
And they were good bands, and it's funny. Like we'll look back on the bands because like our taste in music changes over the years. We all know that,
Oh
and we'll
yeah.
always have those like nostalgic bands that we'll listen to, and like kids will still like, yeah, System of a Down, and it's be like, well, no, there were some bangers. Like same with Linkin Park, and same with like Korn and Slipknot. Like I won't lie, I still rock Korn as if like it's '98.
I feel.
Oh
So it's still it is still so pretty dope. But back to your guys' music, and I kind of want to go into the actual not progression production of your guys' songs. What goes into the lyrical content of some of the songs? Like I know that there's an all wave no goodbye, in which we will be showcasing later. It kind of holds testament to the classic wanting to leave the town that you're a part of. But hearing the backstory in which you've kind of painted for us, it seems like it goes a little bit more with just like we're leaving town.
oh yeah. I wrote when I was writing that song. I I wanted this project to go all the way, and like bands here going to the States is really hard because economic wise, because there's not, you need a lot of money to move out, because like
Or like, you know, this local scene doesn't move as much as it would over there
Yeah.
in the States.
yeah
Okay, there's so much you can do in the island. I mean, because of course the island is 100 miles by 35, so there comes a point where you have played basically anywhere. I mean, everywhere, and you know you need to expand, and the only way to do so is going into a continent. You know, you can actually expose yourself to a lot more people.
like there's a friend of us, Arthur, that he moved out to Philly, and he said, like, he posted a status on Facebook, and he's like, musicians, if you want to grow, leave the island, trust me.
Wait a minute, hold on, Arturo?
No, Arturo
Arturo.
Brignoni.
You know him?
Wait, was he in Gentleman's Brawl?
Gentleman's Brawl. No, I think he was
we might be confusing him.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, man, I'm saying, oh, the world's not that. The world's not that small.
So,
But continue with what you're saying. I'm very sorry.
uh, personally, I think Always No Goodbye isn't like a sad like leaving my town kind of song. It's more of like, yeah, as much as I want to leave, I'll always come back, and I'd always be down to just be at my island, this little place.
Yeah, because
It's less of the I hate this place, I want to leave, everything's stated. Nah, it's more like, man, I want to leave, but man, do I really have to leave?
we want to leave to grow,
Yeah.
basically.
And you always have like your stomping grounds, you know, like this place had molded you. You found your opportunities here. If you were to leave, it would be completely bittersweet.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So what about what goes on behind? Because there's another release that you guys have had out. Drew Barrymore Power, and like other songs that, along the lines of that. What goes into your writing style? Like, how do you guys produce these songs?
Well, it all starts me sitting in my bedroom at 3 a.m. and I suddenly decide, let me doodle with my guitar. So I doodle. I do like a little bass, and then like the other day, I'm like, okay guys, I have a new song, like a bass for it. Then I show it to these guys. I write the lyrics down, mostly about growing up and having ex-girlfriends and shit.
Yeah, you know, your average
Pop punk shit. And then I show it to the guys. And then the guys, we when we practice, we're like, okay, let's take out this part. Now let's add this thing. And it's pretty more cooperative than
for the most part. You know, Jam might bring something to the table, and he'll show us a song or some lyrics he wrote, and then we'll like jam it out, see what we can change, what we don't like. You know, it's not really more of a one-person job.
Yeah.
As much as one person might have written a song, it'll always be like the band's product.
Oh yeah, it's always the band's product. Always.
That sounds about right. That makes sense. So wanting to also give comparisons too, because like you guys have clearly a chemistry that's working for you guys now, and a writing style that's serving you well. How does this compare, or how does the success of this band compare to some of the other bands if you were play with? Because John, I remember you were saying that you were part of a different band before, and I'm not sure if Gilbert or Furby, if you were part of a different band before, but how does it compare to what you guys have worked with before?
I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say this is like the farthest we've ever gone with a project.
Oh yeah, this is the farthest.
The most we've ever committed to a band. We've all played in different projects prior to this, but I don't think anything's been like what we've done.
No.
And we're definitely proud, proud to just like say like, we're just this local band from the scene, started out the other day basically, and boom, we opened Fall Boy. Like if we can do it, come on.
It's all about dedication, and I really, how do you say this in fucking English?
What?
Exhorto a las personas.
Exhort?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
really.
That's not a word.
Whatever. In Spanish makes sense. Anyways,
He's speaking a calling to the American people.
like if you have a band, you need a lot. Like it's okay to have talent and write good songs, but none of it matters if you don't have any dedication. You gotta learn how to move. Like it's a product. You need to learn how to get it out to people.
I mean, to give an example of the magnitude of dedication sometimes involved, I'm pretty sure that Jan can testify. I wake up in the morning, and if it's relevant to me that day, I first thing check the page of the band. I check if there's mentions. I check if there's messages. I check the music. I check the email. I send emails. I listen to new music. I practice songs, and then when I notice, the whole day has gone by, and I've been working on the band the whole fucking day.
Yeah. That's kind of like that. That's kind of like every day, even though if we're not doing nothing, we just work on it.
Exactly. It's all about repetition and like getting into habits and making sure that everything's the best that it can be. Curating, manicuring. It's yeah.
Yeah, because like there's people like I know bands that they're like, oh yeah, I go to their band page and their last post was like 8 months ago.
That's definitely what's kept it relevant, because there's a lot of bands here that have a lot more experience, a lot more years than we had got, but they don't seem to be moving or like we do
through social media.
Exactly.
Especially because social media, I know it. Keep going.
It's such a small island. Everybody gets to know each other at some point, so you got to know how to move yourself in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking about media, it is like a sort of a new edition. But it's really good. I mean, if you know how to move yourself through it, it's a really good tool. We've done minimal, if any, flyer work. I think we have never printed flyers and actually handed them on the street. And we realize it's a good way to promote yourself, but I mean, we haven't done it, and we've gone so far. So I think it's obsolete, at least here.
And it's all about like figuring out the new markets. Like as much as it can serve you well to put out flyers, like doing hard press, like going out there, stomping on the streets, posting up flyers, talking to different kids, going over to the local mall, saying like, "Hey guys, like we're gonna be playing a show, come out." That's not the way that times has. We've progressed. Like as much as we can definitely like take out our Game Boys and start playing games again. We have Xboxes. Like there's a way to figure out markets, to figure out what you need to do to get the best out of your band, and you guys seem to be doing it well.
Yeah, we have to credit Oscar.
Oh yeah, he's the mastermind.
Oscar is our PR basically.
Yeah,
he knows a lot of people. He has a big network, and he knows how to deal with people through the internet. I
Yeah.
mean, he walks through the valley of DPPG and he actually goes unharmed. So he
walks through the valley. Yes, that's such the correct term. Walks through the valley of DPPG unarmed.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's correct. That's correct.
Everyone loves him there. Like I like if he like posted something, it gets like 30 likes, and if I post something, it's like 5 likes.
And he'll get hate comments.
Maybe a hate comment.
no, it's not
No.
likes. No, you actually get angry reactions.
Yeah,
It's like
everything just
Angry
triggers
face.
people.
Oh, I figured I accidentally muted myself, and I didn't realize I was still muted.
Nope, just awkward silence.
Just
Oh, I
awkward silence. It's just like, yep, real silence. Babetalk's done. So, another question that I had, and it's kind of like interesting. How have you guys are you guys able to gauge your success at all in the States?
How do we hope? Well, do interviews like this one.
Yeah, true.
Like if there are any interviewers out there.
And we're marketing ourselves for the States because our page is 100% in English.
Oh yeah.
So
there's
we
no
don't get
Spanish.
we just avoid it because we want to appeal, at least on the social media, to people around the world. Universal language. So I don't know. I think we're pretty. How do you say this? American oriented.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's the long-term goal for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys are slowly branding yourselves towards an American audience.
Yeah, we're still trying to conquer our own scene.
Exactly.
So
Which it's weird because like you said, your friend had mentioned that moving over to Philadelphia or moving over to a state in which has a high concentration of pop punk kids is the best way to get your music out there, right? And right now you guys don't have the means to do that, so you have to kind of do what you have to do in order to make it work.
Yeah.
exactly. We were actually hoping to compete. We're trying to compete for Warped Tour this year for the play thing.
Oh yeah, the Ernie Ball thing.
But then there's this thing that goes on, and it's that we are not from the States legally. They let us even compete.
No, like meaning like we're not in the continent.
Yeah, exactly that. We're
We're
not.
not in the country.
Oh yeah, because I don't think Alaska or Hawaii is actually able to.
Hawaii, yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not in the continent, even though Hawaii isn't. But Hawaii is a state. So we were kind of bummed at that because we were actually
We're
aiming
hoping,
to do that. That would have been a more concrete gateway to the States, but it's not possible as of now.
So we'll have to look for other options.
Which they will present themselves, just like how you guys have had the Fall Out Boy show land in your lap.
Like this summer, we're talking with Forever the Athlete, which is a band from Buffalo, and like they want to tour with us, like a mini tour, and we're pretty psyched about it. We're gonna try to go hit the States on this summer, like at least in July or August.
And that would be sick. That would be a perfect gateway to get you guys out in the in the United States eye.
So we're gonna go with Forever the Athlete, and what we're gonna do is that they later are gonna come to Puerto Rico, and they're gonna show us around Buffalo. We're gonna show them around Puerto Rico and try to
'cause
exchange that.
I think the singer is Puerto Rican, but he was raised in the States.
Oh, got you. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, Buffalo, New York, and Puerto Rico, not the same.
Not the same?
Like it might be a little obvious to say it's not the same, but that would be like, oh man, like you live in California. Oh, that's cool. Where do you live? Oh, Iowa. Like, do you want to trade shows and I'll show you around Iowa?
Yeah,
It's like, we can longboard. We have corn. Like it's not. It's. Like I'm sure you guys would have a ball. Like going and traveling because.
We have a lot of plátanos. You know what's a plátano? That's a plantain.
Oh, I know what a plantain is. Oh, wait, I think those are like they're like bananas, I think.
A green banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones. You can make tostones and mofongo,
I
which are
was
real
so,
mango, which is really fucking good.
I was so confused. I saw a video. I think it was on a cooking Facebook, and they're like, "Take these," and I'm like, "Those are bananas," and it's like, "Nope," and I'm like, "Wait, what? What's?" I'm just an ignorant. I'm a boy, of very little brain. So I just said like, "Nope, that's just a green banana. That's a banana with
It
a P."
doesn't taste like a banana though.
At all.
It's not sweet at all.
Why are they so alike?
I don't know. It's like
These questions haunt us too.
yeah, man. Yeah.
They haunt you. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, before we start to wrap up this interview, like I said, I was going to showcase All Wave No Goodbye, and we're going to do that now. You guys gave a great description before discussing it. So if you guys want to give like a quick intro to the song before we play, that'd be cool. And then we'll go right ahead and play the stuff.
Hi guys, we're Late Night Drive. We're about to hear All Wave No Goodbye.
Bye, and it's really fucking. I hope it's great.
We're all proud of it, so I hope you guys like it.
Yeah, I hope you can show it to your mom later.
I'll show it to your mom later.
Oh, okay.
Take it away. What is it?
Oliver, take it away, Oliver.
All right, All Wave No Goodbye, Late Night Drive. Hey, that was all wave, no goodbye. Oh, that sounds familiar. I wonder why it sounds familiar. Oh yeah, you guys were on Babetalk Radio a little bit, little not too long ago, right? Oh, I wonder why it sounds familiar. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, sir, do you mean fine, sir?
but I was digging you guys like off the get-go, which is awesome. Like once you had sent me over the song, I was like, oh, this is good. Like I want to showcase them on the song. And then once I looked into like everything else that you guys had to offer, and you guys are from Puerto Rico, I was like, that's so interesting. And it might not be from your guys' aspect, but and like I was telling you guys earlier, we're a podcast that's all about sharing other people's communities, other people's music scene, and how they try and keep their head above, well, not head above, well, yeah, kind of like head above water and kind of stick out from the norm. And you guys already have, a community that's not completely intrusive of a pop punk scene against you. You guys have that you're not able to tour to a large amount of kids against you. You have all these things against you, yet you still actively pursue what you love to do with smiles, as I hear, and you're making it work. And it's awesome to be able to showcase strong musicians like you guys. So it's cool.
It's a pleasure to
appreciate
speak
that.
to people like you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We wish we can do more of these.
Yeah, well,
We think nice.
you think what?
Oh no! We thank you for the opportunity to talk.
Man, absolutely. This is I live to hear people like you guys speak.
Like, why do you guys name Babetalk? Like, I don't get it. Or is it talking about like your girlfriend or something?
Well, man, yo, you talk about my girlfriend, man.
Oh!
I didn't mean to go there, but
Ooh, she heard you too. Ooh, what? But no, that would be a story that when we go off air, I will tell you guys because this is a long story.
okay.
Oh, calm down. I'll tell you later. But
Um,
yeah. So
Oh,
so I do thank you guys for coming on the show. You guys were listening to John. You guys were listening to Gilbert and Furby. Talk about their band Late Night Drive. And if you guys want to go ahead and listen to more of their music that they have out, go over to latenightdrive.bandcamp.com. Right over there. You can also find them on Facebook at facebook.com/late night band drive. Oh, no,
Late night
Yep, I'm dyslexic. It doesn't work out for me all that often.
band.
Facebook.com/late night drive band. Are there anywhere else that people can find you?
Oh yeah, we're also on Twitter at _ Late Night Drive, and we're also on Instagram. It's
Late
Night Drive Band.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, sick. Before we
You
go
got a
off air,
Friendster.
you got a friend? How old are you? Jesus Christ! But so just is there anything else that you guys want to have said before we go off air?
as a matter of fact, we are, now that you listen to our single, we're working on an EP. We're almost done with it. It's going to be out soon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we are already working on the
Second
EP. So
Yeah,
hang
and-
on tight.
Yeah, and our sound's gonna be completely different. The second EP is gonna be more sad.
Yeah.
It's like legit sad. It's really fucking sad.
Let's just leave it at really
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
So yeah, expect us.
expect us with tissues and shit.
All right. Well, I guess pop punk needs to get sad a little bit from time to time, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's all about that.
But guys, thank you for coming on the show. Those listening to the show at home, hopefully we'll have our normal schedule next week. It was very, very odd that we were having last week. But if you guys want to check out our sponsor that put out the show this week, it's going to be terminustees.com. Like I said before, go right ahead and check out all of their account managers and what they can do for you and your band. They do awesome shit. We think it's cool, so go right ahead. Check that out. Late Night Drive, they're awesome band. We will see you guys next week with more Babetalk stuff. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
Later.